Shalom, family trendsetter. I'm actually outside, so you might hear some noise in the background. Now, for the next 7.5 minutes, I want y'all to pay attention to this video. This video is very, very important. Now, this morning I had a run-in. I had an encounter with a masked man, but I'm going to leave that for later on in the video. Now, for you ladies who was planning on going out shopping for Black Friday, a lot of y'all, I'm sure, is planning to go spend some money for this stupid-ass holiday called Christmas, this pagan holiday that don't have nothing to do with y'all so-called Savior Jesus Christ. It's the winter solstice. That's what they're celebrating. But anyway, a lot of y'all are planning to go out there and spend some money. Now, the same way how y'all are planning to go spend some money, you got criminals out there planning to come take some money. All right? So I would suggest that if y'all do decide to participate in this pagan fucking ritual, that you pair up with partners, okay? Don't go out there by yourself. A lot of y'all will go to the mall, buy a whole bunch of shit, then head back to your vehicle to put in your car. In some cases, on your way back to your vehicle, y'all get jacked and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas out there with guns, and not just black folks either. I'm talking about white people. You got a lot of heroin addicts out there, you know, trying to score a hit. They're going to be out on the prowl. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these devils are more dangerous than even a regular so-called black man. A black man will rob you and skedaddle and shit. But these devils, because you're black, you disposable as far as they're concerned. So they will, not only will they take your shit, they will take your life. So you got to keep in mind, family, that the same way y'all going to be out and about, they're going to be out and about as well. Which brings me to this video. Early this morning, I went to the gas station, right? I was driving one of my cargo vans, decided I'm going to put some air in my van. So I pulled up at the gas station. There was a white devil in front of me, older Caucasian devil in front of me, pumping air in his tire. So, I pulled up right behind him and shit. And I'm the type of person like this. I'm very, very observant. I'm always looking around my surroundings. I don't never take for granted, even if I'm in my vehicle, that I'm safe, because I'm in my environment that I'm in. I'm surrounded by these devils. But in this particular occasion, I seen this car pulling up beside me, on the passenger side, right? So I didn't really take it as anything. I figured, okay, he's probably going to come and wait in line to get some air as well, because it was free air they was giving out. All right, so I noticed that he pulled up, like, literally in front of me, like he cut me off, right? So I'm facing forward. He pulled in front of me sideways, cutting like a T shape, cutting me off. So I blew my horn, to indicate, listen, I'm in line. So I blew my horn. He ignored me. So I blew my horn like 3 times. Bop, bop, bop. So he rolled his window down, right? So I'm hitting to him like, nigga, get behind me. So when he rolled his window down, he had on a ski mask. So I'm saying to myself, what the fuck? So my first initial thought was that this dude is white. He's a white boy. Because y'all know I've made videos in the past saying that you got these devils driving around and shit in ski masks, committing murders and crimes and criminality and shit. So when I seen that, my nigga Spidey sense like kicked in and shit. I'm like, wait a minute, this shit don't look right. So he looked at me and he was like, he turned his head towards me. And like I said, he looked like a Caucasian. So I'm like hitting to him in my van, like, yo, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Don't you see me in line? Whatever. And I rolled my window down. So I said, yo, you don't see me in line? He said, no. I said, well, I'm in line. He said, so? So the way he was talking, I heard his voice. He sounded like he was black. Like he could have been, a light-skinned black, or he could have been a half-breed. Now, let me just set this for the record, right? I do have a lot of light-skinned people in my family. Shit, especially, I would say like 99% of my family, 90% of my family is light-skinned people, right? Or brown skin. So I don't have nothing against light-skinned blacks. As a matter of fact, as long as you black, you good with me. We can rock. But if you a half-breed devil, if your father was a devil and your mother was black, I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? For me, you're a half-breed. If your father was black and your mother is a devil, you can pass. But if your father was white, you know what I'm saying, and your mother was a nigga, that means she's a race traitor, I don't fuck with you. Straight, I'm letting you know for the record. So I don't know what this dude was, but I'm going to take it as he was a half-breed, because he looked at white, but he sounded black. So when he said, then he said something like, what you going to do? Something like that, if I don't move. I said, all right, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I stepped out of the vehicle, which I shouldn't have did, because this dude could have had a gun. But because sometimes, you're ignorant. Sometimes, because I have a short temper. Sometimes that can be my demise. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me thinking smart, like, okay, stay your ass in the car or whatever, because this dude is provoking you. Because that's what they do. And I've made videos in the past how they like to provoke you for you to react and shit so they could kill your ass, right? So I don't know what got over me, but I just got angry, and I got out of the car, and I had my shit in my side, right? My weapon in my side. Okay, I don't gotta be all direct and shit, what kind of weapon, but I had a weapon in my side. So when I got out of the vehicle, out of the van to step to him, he realized my stature, that I wasn't no little nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm 6'2". And when I stepped out, I had my hoodie on and shit, and he realized, okay, this dude ain't no, ain't no pussy or whatever. So I'll start to approach him, another mistake, because you ain't supposed to be doing that shit, that's why I'm making this video. But in my ignorance, I started to approach him, and I said, yo, you're gonna have to either back up or pull forward because you ain't about to skip me. So he said, this is what he said to me, fam. This shit was so fucking weird. He said, y'all ain't about to, and that's how I know he was kind of black. He said, he could have been, I don't know, Hispanic, who knows? Y'all ain't about to do this to me today. I said, well, y'all who you talking about? He said, you and your handler. So I said, what? I said, what the fuck you talking about, man? I said, man, get out of the way, man. He said, nah, y'all ain't about to do this to me today. And I said, well, you keep saying y'all who you referring to? So the white man, he, I guess it caught his attention, me and him going back and forth. He pre-went in his car and shit, he just drove off. And then he was like, y'all think y'all gonna be doing this? He said, y'all think y'all gonna continue doing this shit to me, you and your handlers? So I said, man, you want some shit? I said, look, get the fuck out of the way, man, let me pump my air. And then he said, all right. And then he drove off, right? So I thought he was going to be on some gangster shit. So I'm like, okay, this nigga's about to get real out here. So I'm expecting him to pull over and get out of the vehicle and come confront me either with a gun or something. He basically drove off, went on the other side of the street, and he like literally sped off, family, like sped off, like not but he just drove fast. So when he did that, I'm like, what? I'm trying to like figure out what the hell just happened. But by him saying, your handlers, because I mean, I'm into the conspiracy type thing. And I know about clones and shit. And, like, I believe that bitch, what's that bitch name? Beyonce. I think she's a clone and Jay-Z's a handler. I'm into all that. So when he said that, I could relate to what he was saying. But I also know about gang stalking, where you have individuals who believe that they're being gang stalked. And he seemed like he was paranoid. But at the end of the day, I couldn't really read it because this dude had on a ski mask. So I'm saying, is this nigga one of them paranoid niggas who believe that he's being gang stalked? He believe I'm one of them, but I was in line first. He came after me. So I don't understand why he would even say, my bad, family. I ran out of recording time. I had to add 2 extra minutes. So as I was saying, right, it's not like, okay, he was in line first and I cut him off or I crept up on him. You know what I'm saying? I was in line. This nigga crept up on me. This devil, whoever he was, crept up on me and shit. So like I said, the fact that he had on a ski mask and he's saying what he's saying, it didn't make any sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this dude is paranoid because he did mention about handlers. And like I said in my past video, I told you that many of these people are cloned. These entertainers, these celebrities, these politicians, they're cloned. You feel me? And they're not operating under their own free will. So in closing, family, once again, I'm saying to y'all, make sure y'all are visually paying attention, you know what I'm saying, to your surroundings, you know what I'm saying, y'all aware of your surroundings. Don't just take for granted it's daytime, you're safe, even if you're in your own neighborhood, because I was in my neighborhood where this weirdo came and confronted me and shit. So, you're not even safe in your own neighborhood. So please, again, if you're out and about, especially if you're with small children, you women with small children, y'all a soft target. You know what I'm saying? Even you men are targets, but the women and elderly is more of a softer target than us men, because for the most part, these devils will think twice, try to confront us. And like I said, I don't know what the shit was about this morning, but I just feel the need to make this video to put y'all on point, on guard. All right, and with that, I say peace and blessing. Shalom. Be on the guard.